Just take Coco. This goes on the island. You walk around the.
देखें ये स्टैचू ऑफ लिबर्टी जाने के लिए टिकट ले ली है। ये मैं टिकट दिखाता हूँ। ये एंट्रेंस पॉइंट है और वो सामने नज़र आ रहा है स्टैचू ऑफ लिबर्टी। इधर से अभी हम फेरी पे बैठ के स्टैचू ऑफ लिबर्टी जा रहे हैं जी। ठीक है, ये टिकट है, ये एंट्रेंस पॉइंट है। यहाँ से फेरी पे बैठने के लिए ये एंट्रेंस पॉइंट है। ठीक है ना जी। स्टैचू ऑफ लिबर्टी जाने के लिए ये सिक्योरिटी से गुजर के जा रहे हैं जी। ये हम पास हो गए इधर से। वो सामने फेरी है, उस पर बैठेंगे अभी। फेरी के अंदर आ गए हैं जी। ये लोग कुछ फेरी के अंदर बैठे हुए हैं, फेरी के अंदर बैठ गए हैं। ये बना हुआ है जी, छोटा सा रेस्टोरेंट अंदर बना हुआ है फेरी के अंदर ही। ये हम सेकंड फ्लोर पे चले जाते हैं और जाके बैठते हैं खुली हवा में। ठीक है ना जी। हम स्टैचू ऑफ लिबर्टी में फेरी में बैठ गए हैं। अभी हम एक कोशिश करते हैं कुछ सीट अच्छी सी मिल जाए, चांस कोई नहीं है। चलें बाहर हम बैठ गए हैं फेरी में। ठीक है, ये फेरी का ऊपर वाली जगह है।
Let me have your attention for a brief safety announcement about this vessel. The exit doors are located forward and aft on the first deck and aft on the second deck. There are 2 stairways, one forward and one aft. Life jackets are stored in overhead racks on both the first and the second decks. Instructions for donning life jackets are posted around the vessel. Life rings are positioned on the second deck aft and outside the pilot house. Also, several buoyant apparatus are stored above the second deck. We do not anticipate using any of this equipment, but feel free to contact a crew member if you have any questions. For all, please do not leave any bags or packages unattended, and be sure to take all of your belongings with you when you disembark. Observe anything that seems out of the ordinary, please bring it to the attention of the captain or a crew member. Thank you for your attention. We hope you enjoy your trip.
National Park Service, once again, welcome aboard. We're now on our way to the Statue of Liberty at Liberty Island. The Statue of Liberty was a gift from the people of France in 1886. intended to celebrate the 100th anniversary of America's independence and to be a symbol of friendship between France and the United States. The statue has since become a universal symbol of our nation's freedom, opportunity, security, and future. Enjoy your view of this great monument as we approach Liberty Island today. This view is similar to the one seen by many thousands of immigrants as they entered the U.S. by steamship. When the ships neared New York, the shining torch of the Statue of Liberty rose from the bay. Shouts and cries of joy would erupt from the steamer decks. For many, Liberty Enlightening the World, as the statue is officially titled, symbolized the freedom and opportunity that awaited them in their new land. The steamers proceeded on into New York's harbor, and passengers got their first glimpses of the Manhattan skyline, including the Brooklyn Bridge, which spans the East River between Manhattan and Brooklyn. You may be able to spot its stone towers today. Over the years, several newer bridges have been added to the harbor's landscape, including the Verrazano Narrows Bridge, which connects Brooklyn and Staten Island. If you look out beyond the Statue of Liberty, you might see the Verrazano Bridge in the distance. It's the longest suspension bridge in the United States. Past Governor's Island across the harbor to the east. It's strategically located near the mouth of the East River and was once the site of the coastal fortifications built to defend New York Harbor. In 2001, it was declared a national monument. The Statue of Liberty is part of the National Park System. We invite you to experience many additional enjoyable activities offered by the National Park Service, including outdoor guided tours. Please stop by the Visitor Information Center for today's included with your ticket and may be picked up when you arrive on in a 45-minute audio tour of the Ellis Island Museum. Food and that the group remain together at all times. Under normal conditions, the last ferry will be departing from Liberty Island at 5 o'clock. Ferry schedules are posted aboard this vessel and at the National Park Service Visitor Information Center on Liberty Island. There are oceans and rocks, places where fish mountains spring up, and trees and grass grow all around. That can all be a man's life.
Attention please, we are now approaching a dockside landing. If you are seated, please remain in your seats. Please exercise caution when standing or moving around the decks. Should there be any unexpected vessel movement, please hold handrails whenever possible, particularly on stage. Attention please, we are now approaching a dockside landing. If you are seated, please remain in your seats. Please exercise caution when standing or moving around the decks. Should there be any unexpected vessel movement, please hold handrails whenever possible, particularly on stairways.
ये हम स्टैचू ऑफ लिबर्टी के पास पहुंच गए हैं जी। ये अभी हम इस फेरी के ऊपर बैठ के आए थे, वो फेरी खड़ी है। ये छोटा सा आइलैंड है, स्टैचू ऑफ लिबर्टी आइलैंड इसको कहते हैं। ये मैनहट्टन के साथ ही है, ये सामने मैनहट्टन नज़र आ रहा है। फ्रंट साइड पे जाएंगे। ये हम पहुंच गए हैं जी, स्टैचू ऑफ लिबर्टी के नीचे पहुंच गए हैं हम। सुभान अल्लाह, ये देखते हैं जी, सुभान अल्लाह। ये सामने है वर्ल्ड ट्रेड सेंटर। ये साथ ही समुंदर है, छोटा सा आइलैंड जिसके ऊपर हम अभी पहुंच गए हैं।
और एक
He calls his working from Bartholdi's final model of the statue, just 4 feet tall. The sculptor and his team of skilled artisans begin to create a statue that will be 151 feet tall. They make thousands of measurements in order to fashion accurate, full-scale plaster casts of the statue's individual parts. They build 300 wooden forms that follow every contour of the plaster models, then use the forms to hammer sheets of copper into shapes that will fit together like gigantic puzzle pieces. The epic puzzle takes more than 5 years to complete. Bartholdi stokes public enthusiasm with showings of work in progress in the United States and Paris. He sells tickets for tours of his workshops. Meanwhile, the sculptor has engineering problems to solve. The statue's copper skin weighs more than 179,000 pounds. Liberty cannot stand without internal structure. For this, Bartholdi turns to the brilliant Alexandre Gustave Eiffel, later famed for what Americans call the Eiffel Tower. Paris, 1881. The full statue begins to rise up, towering over the neighborhood surrounding the construction yard. By completion, more than 300,000 people have come to behold her. Dignitaries, artists, writers, and everyday gawkers, all stunned by her scale and stirred by the power of the ideas she conveys. Bartholdi's crew disassembles the statue and packs it in more than 200 crates for its voyage across the Atlantic. With its heavy load, the ship plows through storms and high winds and nearly capsizes. But on June 19, 1885, the French ship Isère enters New York Harbor, met with enormous fanfare and a naval parade. Over the next year, atop the new pedestal on Ellis Island, the statue rises again, now to an astounding 305.5 feet, from the ground to the top of her torch. October 28, 1886, America formally dedicates the Statue of Liberty. Visitors experience what is perhaps Bartholdi's greatest stroke of genius. They can go inside the statue. Rising up through the structure, the statue is not just an engineering marvel, but an unforgettable metaphor for the dynamic and inspiring force of liberty. Visitors see the world as liberty sees it. The statue lifts a torch of hope, lighting the way to possibility, to the promise of liberty and justice for all. Like liberty itself, the statue began as the impulse of a human heart. The Statue of Liberty is at once an emblem of America's highest ideals and the deep ironies of our history. Broken shackles at her feet, but the legacy of human justice and equality guaranteed by the Constitution, but only a minority of Americans are allowed to vote. In the New York Harbor, she quickly becomes an icon for America and begins to gather layers of meaning as the United States rises to power and prominence in the world. Her light inspires hope in the hearts of millions of immigrants from everywhere on Earth. She sees American troops off to war and welcomes them home. The ideals for which she stands resonate far beyond this harbor. She becomes an icon for something far beyond America. She stands for the ageless human yearning to live free. She stands for the belief that we are all born with the right to express the impulse of a human heart. She stands for the freedoms of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and for the laws that guarantee those freedoms for all. That is the hope that speaks to the ages. That is liberty enlightening the world.
Dale, ríete, mírame a mí para acá. Ay, otra pose, otra pose.
Vite, les amis d'arrière. Arrête de faire le but.
building of the Ellis Island Immigration Station complex has been restored and is now a museum containing 3 floors of self-guided exhibits. Information is available at the desk on the main floor. An informative audio tour is included in your ticket and may be picked up when you arrive on each island. It includes a 30-minute Statue of Liberty audio tour and a 45-minute audio tour of the Ellis Island Museum. Food and gift services are available both aboard this vessel and on the main level of the museum. Eating and drinking are permitted only in designated areas. For those traveling with groups of children, the National Park Service requires that there be one chaperone